Alright, good evening everyone. Great to see so many people here. Personally didn't expect so many, but great to see. Amazing. My name is Quint, I'm from the board of the Erasmus Sustainability Hub, and on behalf of the Erasmus Sustainability Hub, but of course also on behalf of Wilde, we would like to... We would like to welcome you tonight here in the Pavilion Theater for the play of the Inhuman Kind. I'll keep it very short myself. So as I just said, I'm one of the board members of the Hub. One of the goals of the Hub is to educate the students and staff on campus. But also the other goal is to raise awareness around sustainability. And as you know, we have so many students on campus from different backgrounds, internationals, but also different interests and different studies. It makes it also very complex for us to sometimes reach a lot of people. And that's exactly one of the reasons why we built this week and why this theater play like this is so important for such a week, because that's where we are able to reach such a new audience as well, and hopefully inspire a lot around sustainability. So that's the small thing I would like to say. I'm very excited for tonight, hopefully you are too. That was it for my part. I would now like to give the word to Juliana and Maria to introduce the play to you, and enjoy tonight.
Hi, my name is Maria and this is Juliana, and we are both directors and writers of the InHumane Kind play. We are also Erasmus University students, and a few months ago we bonded over our love for physical theater and decided to make this performance. However, it all started with Juliana, so I think she can tell you more about it.
Yeah, even though the final draft of the very first script that we ever used to make the play was created this year, actually the very first ideas for the Inhumane Kind were actually born around 2 years ago. And 2 years ago was the moment when I personally just moved to the Netherlands. And it was the time of my life when I sort of got a little bit more educated about the social issues of humanity, injustices, and various types of discrimination. And I just remember 2 years ago when I was learning about those things, I was sort of I was very emotional about those things, let's put it that way. And at the same time, while I was getting educated about those issues, I was for some reason very interested in Celtic-style medieval music. I was just kind of really liked listening to it. And my passion for the Celtic music, combined with the anger that I got for learning about the issues, together brought ideas for the very first scenes of the play, which you're going to see tonight. Yeah, I guess that's how the play was born in the beginning. And then this year, suddenly I heard that Sustainability Hub is interested in having another theater play. We had a play last year, but that was about environmental sustainability, about plastic waste. While this year we thought, might as well focus on social sustainability. And then I remembered that I had those interesting scenes that I was coming up with 2 years ago. And I thought, might as well try to write them down and make something from it. But the problem at that point was that those scenes didn't make sense together. They were all just separate sort of pieces of imagination that I had, but I couldn't understand how to put them together, because how to make them logically in sync. Which is why I spontaneously remembered that I have this amazing friend of mine who just happens to be really great at physical theater and dance theater. So I decided to talk to Maria, and I asked her, could you help me finish the script? And I think Maria could tell the story from her perspective now, so...
Yeah, I remember receiving the message that we should meet for some intense brainstorming
private meeting.
And I remember when Juliana first described me all these scenes, and they were so beautiful, and I really loved the idea, and I really wanted to be a part of it. And a few days later, I received a message, would you like to be interested in co-directing the play? And I really thought that it's such a good idea to put effort in something such meaningful. And I think it really worked for us, because we create this kind of balance. I think I was more like a strict director trying to pinpoint everyone's movements, and Juliana was like a more spiritual guide, guiding everyone's character development. It was amazing, because then we created this beautiful balance.
Of both styles of directing and theater, so yeah.
So before we start, I would like to warn you, this play is a bit unusual. It's not what you would typically see in theater, but I will not tell you more.
Yeah, at this point we can't reveal much, but we just wanted to make it clear to you guys, there could be some scenes that are a little bit scary and dark, and just for you to know, there is no intention to scare you. The idea is to get you thinking about certain issues because, you know, we all live in a progressive society, so we are very well aware of all the different types of injustices that are happening in the world. So tonight, we're not aiming to give you more of those bold facts. Tonight, we're trying to get us to understand those issues on a more emotional, humane, not pun intended, level. Yeah, we just want to let you know, actors will not attack you, just in case you're scared of that. It's all going to be fine. Whatever's happening on stage will happen on stage. Okay, well, we really hope you appreciate our efforts, and I hope you enjoyed the performance. Thank you.
Neyle how easily injustice can prevail, allow me to tell you a bewildering tale.
Amina baba yetu yetu liyekunjina lako litukuzwe. Baba yetu yetu liye mbinguni yetu yetu. Amina baba yetu yetu liyekunjina lako litukuzwe. Makosa yetu
inhumane kind. So, who should we blame for this? Who is responsible for this dystopian story? Is it the authorities, the laws, or perhaps the very human nature? It's easy to divide people into good and bad, isn't it? But what we forget is that in this kaleidoscopic society, there are many colors to every crime. But when we are stuck to our principles, we fail to see we want to see. We allow segregation to flourish, believing that some are meant to prosper at the expense of those that they think have no raw ability or spiritual worth to the society. Believe it or not, there are no real villains or heroes in our story. We are all just products of our consequences. But does this mean that we should shut our eyes to injustice? Well, we have been doing that long enough. How many more have to suffer before we drop the veil of ignorance from our eyes? When will we realize that reality extends far beyond our principles? How about we start now? How about we pick up the pens and write a fairer story? Because the time is up. Our time